Alright. What's going on, everybody? Chazzy here. And as you can see, if you're watching right now, welcome to the first ever solo pod of the Projekt podcast. That's right. What's going on, everybody, man? Due to some unforeseen circumstances, Juice Box is out today, or rather this week, whatever you may call it. And I wasn't going to do a solo pod because I feel like the dynamic is a little odd. You know, I'm just here by myself. I know I do the straight to the points by myself, but those are different. But you know what I mean? When you got somebody here with you during a podcast, you bounce ideas off of the dynamic and whatnot. You know what I mean? So it's a little different, but I thought I'd give it a shot. Didn't know if we wanted to not release a pod this week, an episode this week, and just roll with some straight to the points, which might still happen. Those straight to the points might come out. Got a few ideas. It might be out by the time this is out. Who knows? I have no idea. Everything's all over the place. Schedule's all over the place. But so yeah, it's just me here today. Besides, if you're watching, besides Baby Yoda is tuning in. For the listeners that are just here, we got Baby Yoda tuning in. He is not mic'd up. The child is not mic'd up, and but he does have headphones on, so he can hear what's going on at a perfect volume. And I know he's not. I mean, if you guys look, maybe I'll zoom in post. I don't know, but he wanted to wear the headphones. All right, I gotta be a little quiet here because I don't want him to force choke me the fuck out. All right, he's got the headphones on, and I know he's not quite wearing them correctly, but don't tell him that. Just let it be what it is. You know what I mean? And you know what it reminds me of? All right, this is gonna go for anybody that has like siblings or anything and grew up in the 90s or maybe even the 80s, but the 90s and early 2000s and whatnot. You know, like when you were growing up and you had a sibling, you were playing games, and back then, most of you obviously know the age that people that watch this podcast, but or listen, not all the controllers they weren't all wireless. They had cords, you know, which is a given. Everybody knows that. And so, you know, when like your siblings would come up, you're playing a game and your siblings would come up and they'd be like, "Oh, hey, can I play?" And like you're immediately annoyed. You're just like immediately annoyed for no real given reason. You're just annoyed because it's your brother or your sister or whatever it may be. I mean, there's only really two options. I don't. Maybe you've got a little iguana that you treated like a brother. Who knows? You know what I mean? And it came rolling up and with a cricket in half-eaten cricket in its mouth, and it was like, "Okay, can I fucking play?" I have no idea what I'm talking about. Let's move on. So, kid comes up, brother comes up, sister comes up, whatever. "Oh, hey, can I play?" And you're like, "Oh, you know what I mean?" So you hand them the controller that's clearly not plugged in. You know what I'm saying? The controller's clearly not plugged in. It's fucking everywhere else but plugged into the console, and it's very clear. It's a very clear indication that it's not plugged into the console, but the kid is just a kid, and the kid doesn't care, and he's just focused on the game, the controller in his hand, and the game. You know, I mean, the wire could be wrapped around half of its body, draped across its nipples, and run out into the garage with an extension cord. You never know. But all that mattered is that the controller was in their hand, and they were looking at the screen, and they thought they were moving shit. You ever get, you know, does anybody ever do that? And you're like, "Oh, okay, well, here you go, Jimmy," you know? And then Jimmy's got the controller in his hand. He's like, "Oh, fuck yeah." And you're playing like Rush. Remember that game? Rush? Holy shit. Hold up. I think I have it in my closet. Hold on. I think it's right here. I know I have it somewhere. Yes, I do. Right here. Rush 2. Extreme Racing USA. Does anybody remember this? Oh, dude. I used to love this game, man. Me and Jar of Retro, we used to play this all the time growing up. And then our other brother, our brother too, Zane, we used to play. He's a little bit younger, so I don't know if he remembers playing Rush or not. He'd probably have to see like a YouTube video about it. But anyway, you're playing like Rush and you're driving, and then like your little brother or sister or whatever is like doing things. But you ever get that moment when they start to realize that they're not actually playing? You ever get that moment and you're sitting there and you're like, "Oh, shit." You know what I mean? And they're like, "Wait a minute, I'm moving left and it's going right. What's going on, Billy?" And you're like, "Ah, shit." And then they call for your dad or your mom or something. "Hey, Daddy, I don't think I'm actually playing." Those are good times. Those are really good times. So I don't eat fast food, right? I know a lot of people are big on fast food and everything. I really don't eat much fast food. I know we've talked about it in the past before, like eating In-N-Out. You know, obviously we're big on In-N-Out. Chick-fil-A and things like that. Every once in a great while, like I'll have Del Taco. I used to like it back when they had turkey tacos at Del Taco, and I used to like those, but I don't like the beef ones. And I tried the Beyond ones, but I don't really like those either. I'm not too big on fast food. I used to eat fast food like 10 years ago or some shit, right? And like I would eat it like my schedule was so fucked up. I was living like the pure gamer lifestyle. I would like I'd go to sleep at like 4, 5, 6 in the morning, wake up in like the afternoon and like repeat the cycle. I was eating like crap, not exercising. So for me, for my frame, for my stature or whatever you call it, like I was fat, dude. Like I was probably like, right now I'm about maybe in the 130 range or something, but like I go on runs and I lift a little bit. I don't do anything crazy. Like I don't hit the gym, and not that you can hit the gym right now, or maybe you can hit the gym right now. I don't know. Things are loosening up, but like, I don't do like, I'm not like, you know what I mean? I work out to stay, healthy-ish. You know what I mean? But I don't eat fast food like that at all. But the other night I was playing Warzone, Call of Duty, and with Juice and with our boy Tony Chavez, and we're why the fuck, by the way, for like my friends that are watching this right now, why the fuck do we call Tony by his full name? Like we're in like the fucking older days, like the decades ago, where they called people like by their full name or their last name. You know what I mean? Even like straight just Chavez. You know what I mean? What's up, Chavez? Like we're in the army or some shit. Like what? He's the only one we do that with, though. You know what I mean? We don't call Julio fucking. We either call Julio or we call him Juice. You know what I mean? Or Juice Box. We're not straight out like Julio Juice Box Reyes. Hey, Mr. Reyes. Hey, come sit down with me, have a conversation. You know what I mean? Like we don't call Roger Castillo his full name, but for some reason with Tony, we're always like Tony Chavez, and we also put his profession at the end of everything as well. Like, yeah, our boy Tony Chavez, photographer. Like nobody else does that. No one's like, yeah, Chaz, podcaster. Chaz podcaster. Anyway, so I was like really stoned. I got super super high. I was smoking one of these. I think I was smoking a white recluse. If nobody knows what a white recluse is, it's like it's in a sense a dipped and dusted pre-roll, but not really technically dipped and dusted. It's dipped in like live resin. It's dipped in live resin for the smokers out there that know. So I was smoking that, and I got a pretty high tolerance, so I'm not like blown out of my mind or anything. But I was high, and what comes next with being stoned is the munchies. So one of the ways that I get my fix from not eating so much fast food and trying to eat healthier and whatnot, which I haven't even ate any In-N-Out or Chick-fil-A in quite a while, except for one time I had Chick-fil-A with Roger and Julio after we shot an episode one time, and I actually didn't feel that great. Sorry to break it to you guys. I didn't say anything when we ate it. I didn't want to ruin the moment, but I didn't feel that great after because I haven't been eating like that, Anyway, watching videos, the way I get my fix is I watch videos of other people like on YouTube, like food videos, you know what I mean? Like foodie videos and stuff, like Dame Drops, the Hodge Twins, KBD Productions, and sometimes I'll just stumble on some other random ones. Like there's this one guy that I've been watching lately. His name's I don't know. I literally started watching him like a day ago. His name's like Keith something, and he does like where he eats everything on the menu, like at Shake Shack and Taco Bell and stuff, and he's pretty cool. Anyway. So I get my fix by like watching those and then eating something fucking healthy. Super stoned, playing Warzone, watching the Hodge Twins. They're eating Jack in the Box. High out my mind, so I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna DoorDash some Jack in the Box. And I'm telling you guys, I don't eat like that. I don't do it. And even when I'm super high, like I don't give in. Like I'll eat something here. I'll make food. I make a lot of pasta. I eat ice cream. It's got to be vegan though because I'm allergic to dairy, and which is great. People shit on that all the time. Look, listen. People shit. Tony Chavez, my boy, you shit on the vegan food all the time. All right. Sometimes there's differences, okay? Sometimes there's differences. There's certain things that like, certain sour creams are absolutely disgusting. You guys need to figure it out. Certain ice creams, they suck. Like I got these cookies and cream this cookie and cream ice cream, it sucks. What are you doing? Make better cookies and cream. But there are some that are like really, really good. And I eat like a lot of vegan stuff because my brother is vegan for a long time, vegetarian his whole life. Never even tried meat. I think when he even comes in the vicinity of meat, he faints. It's crazy. He just eats like cabbage all the time, like a rabbit. But I lost my train of thought. Anyway, what I'm saying is I was like super high. I DoorDashed some Jack in the Box, said fuck it, thanks to the Hodge Twins. Got some, I got a chicken sandwich, just like the regular value, whatever, chicken sandwich. And then I got some curly fries to go with it. I drink water because I don't drink anything else but iced tea and water. Gotta stay fit and hydration. So I door dashed it, and I'm like, fuck it, dude, I'm doing it. I'm doing it and doing it and doing it well. And so it came, it said, Robert is on your way, or whatever it says. Dasher Robert is on his way. And so I finally get the notification that Robert's here. And instead of knocking on my door, right, this guy calls me. I don't know if that's protocol. I have no idea. Just knock on the door. You know what I mean? I guess it's cool. Maybe because it's nighttime. It was like 9:30, 10 o'clock at night. And maybe because it's nighttime, you don't ring the doorbell, or you don't ring the... you don't knock on the door. I have no idea. So he calls me and he's like, oh, hello. And I have no idea why I did that accent. And he's like, oh, hello. Yeah, I'm here with your Jack in the Box. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I go out and I grab it like a little kid at Christmas. And I'm like, oh, yay. And I grab it and I go back and I sit down and I'm eating it and I'm doing my thing. And it was all right. You know what I mean? It wasn't like amazing. It was just because I was high that it was like on the better side. You know what I'm saying? But like if I wasn't stoned, like I probably wouldn't have ordered that. You know what I mean? But I probably wouldn't have liked it as much either. So anyway, I ate it, did what I did, and like immediately had a stomach ache, right? Got off the game like around 11 and went and laid down. I'm like, fuck it, man, I'm going to sleep. And went and laid down and did what I did. Dude, for like 3 days later, all right, this Jack in the Box turned into Jack in the Crack and was just flying out the back. Do you know what I'm saying? It was insane for like 3 days. I'm still feeling side effects today. I'm sitting here right now. My stomach's like, I'm still dying. Like, dude, I don't eat like that. I really don't. I don't eat like that. You may be asking, well, what do you eat, Chaz? Well, I eat a lot of pasta. I eat a lot of like breakfast food. I love breakfast, dude. Like every morning that I can, I love making breakfast. I'll make eggs. I like them over medium or scrambled, which I've been doing like crazy lately. I've been eating a lot of turkey bacon, turkey sausage. I'll chop up potatoes, all different kinds of potatoes with some onions and some peppers. Like usually lately it's been like yellow and orange peppers. You guys don't give a fuck about what I eat. but I don't eat Jack in the Box like that. And I'm fucked up, dude. I'm fucked up inside. Like seriously, it's all over the place. Don't even go in my bathroom. I usually don't talk about stuff like this because it disgusts me, but it's just a PSA that Jack in the Box absolutely fucked me up. And it also brings me to like, one of the other things that I do, sorry I'm on my phone. I know there's like, people hate that shit. I hate it too, but I'm looking something up. One of the other things I do is I follow a lot of fast food places on Instagram, and to like look at the burgers. I follow a lot of hashtags too, like burgers, milanesa, nachos, different like pastas, meatball sandwiches. I love meatball sandwiches. I just had one before we shot this. Fucking delicious. And I follow a lot of like fast food Instagrams, and like I look at their food and I just like dream about it sometimes. I'm like, oh, that'd probably be really good if I ate like that. I am gonna try Fat Burger. All this time I've spent in California and never had Fat Burger. I say California because I have no idea if it's anywhere else, but I've never had Fat Burger, and I at least want to give it a shot. You know what I mean? I want to give it a try. Some people say it's better than In-N-Out. Let me know. What do you guys think? Anyway, like what the fuck is up with Taco Bell's Instagram? Have you guys seen this? Taco Bell's doing way too much on their Instagram. I'll take some screenshots and I'll throw it up in post. But like, look at this. Like they show you like pictures of like people, and I get it. I mean, I don't know. People take pictures and then they send it in. You know what I mean? And like you want to show like real life, I guess, and like interaction. Just show me the fucking food. Am I alone on this? Show me the fucking food. You know what I mean? Like, and why is it, again, everything? Like, why is there so many just females? I guess sex sells. Females sell. I mean, they're not like sexualized or anything, but there's a lot of females. I guess people, I mean, you get happy wife, happy life type thing, right? You ever seen a female who's hangry? Oh, fuck. Do you know what I mean? Like, remember those cartoons where steam would come out of the head, out of the ears? It'd be like, that's what it's like if you're around a female who's angry. You ever been in a relationship with a girl and she's hangry? Run. Go get something quickly. You ever come back and get your girl food? You ever come back with a girl and you give her food and she starts eating it? She's eating it like this. And she starts dancing, or she's happy or something? You've won. You've won. I just want to see some tacos. You know, show me a fucking chalupa. Why can't I find a chalupa? I'm like a quarter of the way down to this. I'm more than halfway down this. How many posts do they have? No, that's a lot. 1,200 posts. I'm scrolling down. Why haven't I seen one chalupa? Taco Bell? Just show me a fucking chalupa. Why do I got to see all these different things? Like, look at this one. You are supreme. What? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I get it though. You got to appeal to somebody. You know what I mean? You got to appeal to the wider audience. But I guess, I mean, maybe when you see like this chick here and she's like smiling with a drink in her mouth and food everywhere that's clearly positioned, you know, for the sake of the promotion. I guess to some people it makes them go like, oh, Shirley's eating Taco Bell. I got to eat Taco Bell too. I don't know. I'm growing my beard. Does it look weird? I'm growing it out. I'm growing it lang. As soon, like in about, my beard grows so fast, dude. Like if I shaved everything, it'll be back in like 2-3 days. It'll be back. It's just like a fucking chia pet. You know, I don't even need water. It just grows. Jar of Retro sent me this. Mike sent me this. Does anybody remember Double Dare? Okay. Mike sent me this thing on Instagram about Double Dare. It was a show on Nickelodeon. I don't know if anybody remembers it. It was like in the 80s, I think. Like, I don't know exactly when it ran, but this clip that I have here is like in the late 80s. So like Double Dare was on Nickelodeon. It was like a game show, right, for kids. And the right answer on Double Dare gets you money, and a dare gets you double that money, right? The host he asks the team a question. The team can either choose to answer it if they think they know it correctly, right? And or they can dare the other team to answer it, right? And then the other team, if they don't know it, they can double dare the other team. Just a lot of back and forth here to answer it. And then that team has to answer it. They don't get a fucking triple dare. It's not called triple dare. It's called double dare. They don't get a triple dare. So they can double dare you back for 4 times the amount of whatever the original amount was. I think they do dollar amounts, $20, I think. And that team either has to then give an answer to said question, or they have to compete in a physical challenge to try to win. And so like Mike had sent me this nostalgic video. Look at this, you guys.
On your mark.
Oh.
Get set. Go!
Oh!
These 4 squirts are playing water soccer, trying to spray a ping pong ball into the goal. The first team to score will soak up $20 and control of the craziest game show on TV, Double Dare.
Double Dare! The craziest team on TV, the craziest show on TV, Double Dare! I wish I could do this, dude. I could be fucking like an 80s, 90s style like voice thing. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we've got 2 teams, one on the right, one on the left. And today, they're going to be playing Double Dare. And what happens in Double Dare is the host is going to ask you a question. If you think you know that answer, you can answer correctly and you will receive $20. If you don't think you know that answer, then you can dare the other team. The other team will go like this. I don't know. Do you know it? No, I don't know. Do you know it? No, I don't know. I think we know it. Should we dare it? No, should we answer it? No, we should definitely dare it. No, we should answer it. I think I know the answer. Yeah. No, we should dare. We're going to dare. We're going to dare, Jimmy. We're going to dare. Hey!
Welcome to Double Dare, the only show that dares you to win 8 great prizes with a run through our crazy obstacle course. Only one team gets that chance. Let's say hello to today's 4 players, starting off with the Goobers.
The Goobers! Anybody remember this? You guys remember this? I'm going to skip over a little bit.
All right, and Alicia, tell me about your life. What do you like to do?
What do you like to do, Alicia? Look at look at her face. She's like, oh, fuck. What do I like to do? I wasn't prepared for this. They told me we were going to be answering questions about things I've learned in school. They told me I was going to be daring people and doing physical challenges. I did a lot of jump ropes before today's show. I wasn't prepared to answer this question, though. This is a question for all of life.
We stumped her, ladies and gentlemen.
I know. I'm practicing talking to phone.
What do you like to do when you're on the phone?
Talk on the phone. Yeah, dude, this was like 1986. If you lived in the 80s and the 90s, talking on the phone was like the thing to do. You know what I mean? You talk to your friends, you talk to your boys, you talk to your girls if you're a girl, et cetera, or you talk to the opposite sex if you're at that point in your life as a kid. You know what I mean? Talking on the phone was the thing to do. And it wasn't like cell phones, dude. It was house phones. You know what I mean? Landlines. And remember the days when like you'd be on the phone and like you didn't have call waiting? Does anybody remember that? Am I dating myself right now? Where you didn't have call waiting? And like, so then like a family member would be like, God damn it, Chris, I'm waiting for a call from my boss to see if I got a raise. But you're just a kid, so you're like, I don't know what that means.
The phone.
What do you like to do when you're on the phone? Talk to girls or guys?
Girls.
Do you ever call guys at all?
Yeah.
You do?
Sometimes.
Not your audience tells me that may be otherwise. You may talk to some guys. She talks to guys from time to time, maybe.
What the fuck?
Alrighty, $20
Like, what the fuck? Maybe it's like, I know some people, like the world we live in today, they'd see that and they'd be like, why is this older gentleman asking this girl if she talks to guys? He's like, do you talk to guys? Hey, what's her name? Stacy? I have no clue. Stacy, do you talk to guys or do you talk to girls on the phone? She's like, no, I talk to girls. Are you sure you don't talk? Do you talk to guys? Hey, Stacy, are you sure you're not talking to any guys on the phone? Like, what the fuck? She's like, no, I only talk to girls. And the crowd's like, ah! Like, what the fuck is going on? Why are you so concerned if she's talking to guys? I feel like today, the world we live in, people would be like, what the fuck is going on? Why is the host asking so many questions? Like, imagine if this was today on live TV and a host was asking like a kid that question. It would probably be like a weird, it'd give you a weird feeling like, you know.
And who pulled out a plum while sitting in his corner?
Jesus, according to the nursery rhyme, who pulled out a plum while sitting in the corner? I have no fucking clue.
Little Jack Horner?
That is right. Little Jack Horner for $10.
Little Jack what? Little Jack Horner. Little Jack Horner. I don't even remember that. Wait, hold on. What?
Chris kept on saying, no, dare. You didn't remember Little Jack Horner, Chris, huh? Well, that's all right. Thank heavens Alicia did. You have $30 and...
What? You didn't remember Little Jack Horner? You didn't, Chris, you didn't remember Little Jack Horner? What the fuck is wrong with you? Thank heavens. What's her name? What?
Heavens Alicia did. You have $30.
Alicia?
Huh? Well, that's all right. Thank heavens Alicia did. You have $30.
Thank heavens Alicia did, or you guys would be absolutely fucked, Chris. You're gonna need to step it up in the next round. Like, what? This guy's so passive aggressive. This host. Jesus Christ.
What number do you get if you subtract the number of S's in Mississippi from the number of S's in Massachusetts?
Oh fuck, I'm lost already. What number do you get if you subtract the number of S's in Mississippi from the number of S's in Massachusetts? This is some real thinkers, huh? It doesn't sound like it's that crazy, but if you're trying to think about it on the spot like that, you know what I mean? I think it's fucking zero though, right? Because they all got M-I-S-S-I-S-S-I-P-P-I. Why is there so many fucking S's in Mississippi? M-I-S-S-I-S-S-I-P-P-I-S-S-I-G-Y-X-Z-Y. What the fuck? Hey, cool it.
Yeah.
All right, $20 to the Raisinets, Robert.
See, they dared them. They dared the other team to do it. They dared the other team because they have no fucking clue because they're trying to think so fast.
Incorrect. You get zero because...
And whatever they answered is incorrect. I don't know. I don't want to keep playing too much and have YouTube fucking copyright me because that's the way it goes. Can't wait till Spotify launches a video.
Measurement terms, what is a...
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think anybody got it. I have no clue what happened here. Let's see. What's in measurement terms, what is a hogshed equal to? I have what? What?
Or you can double dare them back. Be worth $40.
Okay, so that team dared that team.
Hogshead, is it equal to...
You've got
And then oh God. I got mail. That's right. Old school AOL thing. You heard that? Oh, we're traveling back in time today. And then they double dared them back. Let's see who answered what. Where's the sound?
Physical challenge.
Oh, they're taking a physical challenge.
653 cubic inches. Well, I didn't know that. Okay,
I don't even know what you're talking about.
The answer is 14,000.
14,000. The answer is 14. Who's doing like fucking algebra during a double dare? When you're a kid, who's that young, who's just like, oh, let me see. I am Rain Man 14, 5, 7, 6, 7, hold the fort. I'm the cap, doing the pi. Pi is 3.4141578. It's Pi Day on March 14th. Pies are only $3.14, and it's going to be 14,000. Who the fuck?
Well, I didn't know that. Okay, Goobers, Chris, and Alicia, let's step down over here.
Okay, Goobers, Chris, and Alicia, let's step down over here. I can just see him right now. He's like, hey, come down right here and come down, sit right next to me, because I'm a little fucking weirdo. So, what's going on, Alicia? Have you, has anything changed in the last 5 minutes? Are you talking to any guys yet, Alicia? Are you talking? Like, why did this guy even ask Alicia that question, dude? It's fucking weird. I don't know. I guess the times were different, though. You know what I mean? Times were different then. Everybody wasn't all super softy and weird. That guy's definitely not a P word. Just different times. It's fucking 80s. You were able to ask questions without being, looked at like a fucking freak back then. But anyway, we're going to get into this week's cosplay of the week. This week's cosplay of the week was clearly chosen by me because I'm the only one here. Unless we say it was chosen by Baby Yoda this week. You know? But you never know with him. You don't want to piss him off. He's cute. He's cuddly. He'll rip your neck into two pieces. This week's cosplay of the week goes to, I think I'm pronouncing this right. Please let me know if I'm butchering this, man. But it's Riser Cosplay on Instagram, and it's from World of Warcraft. I know we just did a World of Warcraft cosplay last week, and I try not to do like whether it's a cosplay or the dope fan art or the check that replay. I try not to do the same theme for every single one, like back to back. Give other people some shine and give other things some shines, some shines, some shine. Give me a shine. But this was really cool, dude. So I'm gonna throw up on screen right about now. To Riser Cosplay, and the caption says, "I do my duty for Stormwind." Haven't posted in a while, but here is the first shot of a recent photo shoot, more to follow. And as you can see, if you're watching right now, for the listeners that are not watching, this would be the perfect chance for you to head on over to YouTube and check it on out. But if you can't, go to Riser Cosplay on Instagram and check out his Alliance Guard, is what I'm guessing. This is based off of 100%. Alliance Stormwind Guard armor, and it really does look legit, dude. You look like you could be in like a movie or something, man. Dude, a Warcraft movie, which, by the way, make a second one. I don't care what everybody says. Make a second one. I enjoyed it. The CGI was absolutely amazing. The CGI for the Warcraft movie was phenomenal. You guys are tripping. Of course, it's not going to follow the game and the story and the lore 100%, but I thought it was a pretty good effort. Anyway, it's not about that. Today, it's about Riser Cosplay. And your cosplay, Riser, is great, dude. Look at the shield. The shield's got the Alliance emblem on it. It looks absolutely amazing. Your armor looks great. It's not like extremely hardcore bulky, but it looks like it's doing the job. It's fitting. You can see the, what would that be? Is it called Kevlar underneath? The chainmail, the chain armor right there by his neck. Fucking awesome. Blocks your neck from getting stabbed and bleeding out. You're pretty armored up, dude. I only see like a couple points of weakness if I was an orc. You know what I mean? Other than just taking my giant orc hands and ripping your face off. Shout out to the photo work. The photo work goes to @Jamoniac on Instagram. And the edit was done by @Anthenius_crafts. To Riser Cosplay, your cosplay of the week from World of Warcraft, your Alliance, your Stormwind armor is amazing. I really dig it. I dig it. I like it. I like it a lot. Did you guys see I got all these Kingdom Hearts stuff on the table if you're watching. Kingdom Hearts 1 for PS2, Kingdom Hearts 2 for PS2, Kingdom Hearts 3 for Xbox One, which I have not finished because I'm playing so many games. You guys ever have that? You have like a million different games that you're playing all at one time. So you're just like, you can't finish anything. You know what I mean? You know what I feel like? I feel like the camera is too far for me just being here by myself. Totally unprofessional. But you know what? I'm gonna fix it up. We're gonna do something different. Super professional that we fix the camera during the show. That's how we're doing it over here. That's how we do it. Yeah. I got sleep, if you can't tell. I got sleep, so I'm feeling great. I'm feeling great. We're firing off like a firework here today. Boom! Kingdom Hearts series is going around the rumor mill. It's supposed to be coming to D+. So we got any Kingdom Hearts fans? I know we have Kingdom Hearts fans that follow the podcast, that follow the Instagram, that follow everything. I'm a huge Kingdom Hearts fan, although I have not played every single one because the franchise absolutely fucking confuses me. I have no idea like where the story's going from here to there. And I played one all the way through. I beat it long time ago. I don't really remember. I just know I had a great time. I never finished the whole thing of 2. I know that sucks. Oh, fuck. I think the camera's like totally off center now, though. But you know what? We're leaving it. The first ever solo pod. We're leaving it. Kingdom Hearts 3, I'm having a lot of fun, but we talked about this before. I think I spoke about it with Jar of Retro. When the fuck did, like, Sora become Spider-Man? I don't remember him climbing on walls and just doing, like, and doing all kinds of crazy shit in Kingdom Hearts 1. Maybe I'm wrong. I have no idea. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't remember all that. But I'm stoked to see a series. I think it's long overdue. Supposedly, like, years ago, I think, like, during production, I think it was only 2 games out at the time. But like years ago, they were going to create a Kingdom Hearts series or movie or show of some kind, and they nixed it. It didn't end up happening for whatever reason. I think it was because they thought it was too much. If I remember reading correctly, I think it was because they thought it was too much like convolution, too convoluted, too much going on. It would confuse everybody with the games and the lore in the games, and they didn't know if they were going to take the series in the direction of the storyline of the games or have it be its own standalone thing. Now is a perfect time though, where it's like 20 years in, they can either choose to go, is the series going to go the route of the games? Is it going to tell the story in the games? Is it going to tell like a one-off story of the games? Is it going to tell a slight story that's told in the games? Or is it going to be its own standalone story? You know what I mean? What would you want? Would you want a live, I guess it's not live action. It's obviously going to be like CGI of some sort. Would you want it to tell the story in the games? Or would you want this to be like a separate story? Should it tie into the games? I don't know. But it's coming to D+. Obviously, Square Enix does Kingdom Hearts alongside Disney, collaboration with Disney. You got all the Disney characters. And, excuse me, from what I was reading, a flurry of Disney voice actors are going to be doing the voice acting for the Kingdom Hearts series as well. So you're going to have authenticity. And I just hope they bring back James Woods for Hades. Did James Woods do Hades in Kingdom Hearts 3? Does anybody know? I'm going to look it up. I'm going to look it up later, though. Not right now. I'm curious about that. I wonder if he did. That's my favorite. He's my absolute favorite. Hercules. I'm stoked for that, dude. I'm actually really stoked for that. I haven't hit D+ in quite a while. Maybe I should check it out tonight. Check out if they got anything new on there. Is there anything new on there? I know The Mandalorian Season 2 is coming. Yeah, that's right. Baby Yoda. That's right. We're going to see him in live action. This is the real Baby Yoda right here, by the way. I mean, this is the one from the show, in case you guys are wondering. Like, I know you guys see, like, all these other plushies and these things. No, they're all knockoffs. I got the real thing. You just, come on. You know what I mean? Credibility over here. Sonic 2 movie is confirmed. Is anybody stoked for that? Did anybody see the first one? Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. I've only been doing this podcast for 7 or 8 months. Still can't talk. Spoiler alert. Is that enough time? Have I put enough time? If you don't want to hear some spoilers about Sonic, I'm going to talk about them right now. Skip ahead. I thought it's been enough time now. For Julio, if you're watching this one, you might want to skip ahead unless you don't give a shit about spoilers. But I thought, what's his name's wife in the movie or girlfriend or whoever? What's his name? Fucking dude that played Cyclops. He's also on that show Dead to Me. Is anybody watching that show on Netflix? Sidebar. Is anybody watch that show? It's got 2 seasons called Dead to Me with Christina Applegate and Linda Cardinelli, right? From Freaks and Geeks back in the day. And what's his name is in that too. He's in that show as well. The dude that played Cyclops and the dude that played the fucking guy in Sonic. I can't remember his name. Oh my God. My dad sat next to him on a plane before too. I think he was going to Argentina. I don't know. Dad, were you going to Argentina? Like he's going to answer me. Son, I am here. Like those voiceovers and like those narrators in movies. You know what I mean? Or like shows or whatever where you're doing something and then you hear like the voice of your father. Son, now's the time. This is what I taught you. You are now destined. Climb that tree. Get that cat out of it for that old lady. Has that ever happened? Has a cat ever climbed a tree and then not been able to get down? I mean, isn't that what cats do? They climb shit. They jump from great heights. Always land on their feet. Got 9 lives. Isn't that what cats do? Don't they climb shit? Isn't that why they got claws? To claw things, to tear things apart, to climb things, to catch prey? Don't you think a cat can come down on its own? Where the fuck did that come from? And why was it always like a little old lady? Oh my God. Jippers is in the tree. Come down, Jippers. She's got to call the fire department. Who the fuck calls the fire department and goes, excuse me? Oh yeah, is there a fire? Yeah, no, it's definitely an emergency though, that's for sure. But is there a fire? No, there's not a fire. Then what? Why are you calling the fire department? My cat You ready for this? My cat is in a tree. Sonic 2 movie is confirmed. And I thought that what's his name's wife was a little cheesy. The actress. I wish I knew the names. Sorry. I should have done the research. Didn't look up the names. I thought she was a little cheesy. Her acting was subpar in comparison. You know what I mean? And there was a couple things here and there that were a little cheesy, but the movie overall was good. And it did great as well at the box office and everything. And it did great as numbers. It was a fan pleaser. A lot of fans were happy, including myself. I was definitely stoked. I was glad to see that they listened to the fans and did the redesign for Sonic, and they made him look amazing. And I thought it was great. Jim Carrey was a great Eggman. I didn't know if I was going to like it because he's not fat and everything. You know what I mean? He's supposed to be big. Eggman's Eggman. Robotnik is shaped like a fucking egg for a reason. But Jim Carrey even made some hints in interviews, that they're still developing the character and whatnot. When he was asked about doing a Mask sequel, he mentioned something about... He made a comment that, insinuated that there's going to be sequels of Sonic, way back. And then the way that it ended, I would assume that there would be a sequel. You know what I mean? Again, spoiler alert for anybody that didn't stay for I think it was mid-credits or end credits. I have no idea. Tails comes in. Tails shows up. Fucking flies with his two tails. Loved it. Fucking loved it. Was Tails a guy? Was he always a boy? Or was he a girl at some time? Or was it just me and my stupid childhood trying to figure things out? I swear to God, when I was growing up, people were like, no, it's a girl. No, it's a guy. No, it's a girl. No, it's a guy. What is it? I now know that it's a boy because his name's Tails Miles Prower. I believe it's a boy. You know what I mean? I'm going to take a drink of water. Got to hydrate. Hydration. Oh, yeah. Not cutting it out. Not cutting out because we're super professional over here. ASMR time. Ready? I'm stoked, man. And then they had the Knuckles is Echidnas? Did I just say Echidnas? Echidnas, the clan, the tribe was there. So I'm certain Knuckles is going to show up at some point. But I'm hoping they kind of follow the Sonic format. Sonic 1, 2, and 3. Sonic 1, the game was just Sonic, right? The movie should be the same thing, and it was. With a hint of Tails at the end. Fucking great! But they did show that the Echidna tribe exists. That's fine. The second one, obviously, since they teased Tails, second one's coming with Tails. Awesome. Awesome, dude. Stoked for it. Where Robotnik ended up, was that, oh man, the name is on the tip of my tongue. Dude. Not Green Hill Zone, the other one. Is that the one that's in Sonic and Knuckles? Is Robotnik where it's Sonic and... I don't know. Anyway, Tails is coming for Sonic 2. That's awesome. I don't want to see Knuckles fully throughout the whole movie until Sonic 3. Make a good Sonic 2. I mean, because you could extend the lifespan of Sonic in the movies for so long. So you can make so much money if you execs do it right. You know what I mean? And fan please. But do it like the games did and extend it. Except... be careful when you bring in Big the Cat, all right? When you start bringing in all these weird characters, and you bring in that human character that Sonic falls in love with that we all just want to forget about, let's not do all that, all right? Let's not do that. Are we going to bring in Amy, though? I'd rather have him fall in love with Amy than fall in love with an actual human. I don't want to see that, okay? I don't want to do it. Let's not do it. Why did I just turn into Beetlejuice? And then I gotta go. And then I call your friends, and then your friends call me, and they're calling me, they're blowing me up all the time, and I sign autographs and shit like that. Speaking of Sega and whatnot, their 60th anniversary is coming up, and fans think that they're making a new console. I don't know if I believe that, but apparently, according to a Metro Entertainment article, I believe that's in the UK. They got wind of a said situation where a Japanese journalist stated that he's got a huge scoop that will rile up the games industry, quote unquote. And he went on to say that it was on par with Sony's PS5 announcement, like the scale of it, which that's probably where the console rumor came into play. Because if you say it's on par with Sony's PS5 announcement, you're thinking huge. You're thinking big, right? You're thinking console. because you gave an example of a console being revealed. So, but he also made it a point to say that it's not the Dreamcast 2. So I'm gonna give you my 2 cents, even if you don't want it. I don't give a
Oh my God, he said a bad word.
giving it to you. I don't think it's Dreamcast 2 either. I don't know if that would be great if it were to be. I mean, it would definitely blow the industry up and do a lot of things, but it's also like, I don't know. Is there room for it? Maybe. Is there room for another console right now? And then being that like Sega is, I can't think of the right word, but they're kind of like partnered with Nintendo now. You know what I mean? Like they do a lot of Nintendo stuff, and they licensed over Sonic to Nintendo. I don't know if they're going to do that. But my guess is it's the 60th anniversary, right? They've already released like Genesis little mini things and all those kind of things. I'm going to guess that it is going to be something to do with Dreamcast. Maybe it's like a Dreamcast re-release, limited edition thing, a fucking mini thing. I don't know. But I feel like if it's just like a mini console and you're hyping it up to be this big of a thing, I think it's going to let people down. Like if it's just a mini console, you know what I mean? Because these mini hypes, I never gave into it. I never liked it. That's just me personally. Because not to mention also, people thought like Nintendo did it first. Sega did it first. They had those mini consoles that were available at Target for like $30, and then like a Pro edition or some shit available for like $60. And those were around for like a long time. My grandmother actually got me one, and I hung out with it for a little bit, and then I ended up selling it. No offense, Grandma. Not that she watches the podcast, but no offense. No offense. I love you. Supposedly this info is going to be released on the week of June 4th, which is the week that this episode comes out. So during this episode, it's going to render this conversation useless, as we'll already know if it does come out. Who knows? But what do you guys think, dude? I'm either way, I'm stoked for it. I love Sega, man. Sega! Or the other one where it was like, Sega! That was my shit, dude. Anyway, how'd you guys like this first ever solo pod? Did I do all right? It's super different not having ideas to bounce off people, and people talk to me right then and here. I'm just kind of like talking to myself. Who knows? But I did have an idea like of a segment, doing a segment called Chazzy Talks. I don't know if it's going to be another YouTube. I don't know if it's going to be a YouTube sidebar type thing from the side project YouTube, or an IGTV segment on our Instagram. But I was going to do like a Chazzy Talks thing. But it was going to be like, it's still not really by myself. I mean, there may have been some segments. I haven't fleshed it all out. But I was going to do like a Chazzy Talks was one of my ideas, where like I interview other people, like cosplayers or gamers or whatever it may be that don't come on the podcast. I was thinking about doing something like that just go into IGTV. Would that be dope? You know, or do you want to, does anybody give a shit? Does anybody want to see me talk by myself about random stuff and just babble about nothing? Who knows? But if you like what you heard here today, please hit that subscribe button. Oh, points to you. You get 20 points. And if you don't like what you get, then you can double dare the other team. Hit that subscribe button, like it, share it, comment down below your thoughts. Let me know what you think about this. Let me know about anything. What do you want to come from the 60th anniversary from Sega and all the other shit that we talked about here today. And follow us on Instagram at Side Project Podcast. And that's Project with a K. And if you're looking for me, you can find me at IG Hates Chazzy. If you're looking for my counterpart that's usually here but not here today, you can find him at Captain_Juicebox on Instagram. And like I said, thank you for watching. Thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for listening on Apple, on Google, on Spotify, and all the things that you listen on. For rating and reviewing and all that good stuff. I thank you guys from the bottom of my from the bottom of my heart, from the bottom of me and Baby Yoda's heart. I'm out of here.